In the quiet folds of history, there have always been those who seem to see further, feel deeper, and understand more profoundly than others around them. They were the visionaries, the mystics, the shamans, and the alchemists of their time. Often misunderstood and tragically too often persecuted, these individuals bore gifts that connected them to realms unseen, wisdom untapped, and truths unspoken. And while their lives may have been marked by struggle, their existence was never an accident. We are entering an extraordinary era, one that demands not just action, but evolution. And part of this evolution involves the rise of a new class of human, the highly sensitive, the intuitively attuned, the deeply empathic. These are not just anomalies in the human experience, but signs of what humanity can become as it steps closer to its potential. They represent a natural leap in consciousness, a leap that is as necessary as it is extraordinary. Throughout history, there have been whispers of such individuals, souls who seem to exist in two worlds at once. From the caves of ancient shamans who called down wisdom from the stars, to the healers of every civilization who could sense illness in both body and spirit, these individuals were often the torchbearers for humanity's growth. They taught others to seek their own light and to uncover their own gifts. But such gifts came at a cost. For those who dared to see the unseen were often labeled as threats, their wisdom mistaken for heresy. Yet they persevered, and now, in our current age, an age fraught with turmoil, yet brimming with possibility, we see their legacy in a new form. The highly sensitive of today are not anomalies. They are a calling card for humanity's next chapter. These individuals are not special in a way that separates them from others, but rather representatives of what we all can become. Their heightened sensitivity to universal energy, their advanced empathic abilities, and their connection to the collective wisdom of the Akashic records are not privileges reserved for a few, but pathways available to anyone willing to step into the fullness of their being. And here's the thing, this isn't just about them, it's about all of us. Because the journey of the highly sensitive is not a solo trek, it's a bridge. They carry within them the potential to lift humanity, to help others awaken to their gifts, to remind us all of what lies dormant but waiting within. The world as it stands today can feel like it's teetering on the edge, a world in crisis, yes, but also a world in transition. We are moving from childhood to adulthood as a species, and with that comes the growing pains of learning responsibility. Responsibility for our actions, our shadows, our light. And within this great shift, the role of the highly sensitive is not to retreat into their own awareness, but to step forward as guides, as beacons. Their power is not in their separation from the world, but in their connection to it, a connection so deep and expansive that it compels them to act, to heal, and to inspire. These are the souls who can sense the rhythm of the universe, hear the whispers of the divine, and translate them into actions and words that lift the collective. But this is not a story of saviors, it is a story of shared destiny. Because as we celebrate the power of the highly sensitive, we must also remember the universal truth they embody, that all of us carry within us a seed of this same potential. Their sensitivity, their awareness, their connection to the divine, these are not gifts meant to set them apart, but to remind us of what we too can achieve. So what does this mean for us in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain? It means we listen. We listen to the messages of the sensitive, the seers, and the sages of our time. Not to elevate them as otherworldly, but to recognize their insights as signposts for our shared journey. And more than that, it means we act. We embrace our own growth, we nurture our own gifts, and we lean into the call of co-creation, a call that invites us to bathe the universe in the light of what we can create together with the divine. No longer can we afford to persecute the messengers. No longer can we dismiss the wisdom of those who see the world differently. It is time to celebrate their message, not as something exclusive, but as something deeply inclusive. It is time to remember that the path forward is not one of division, but of unity, not of fear, but of hope, not of survival, but of flourishing. This is the power of the highly sensitive. It is a power that belongs not to them alone, but to all of us. It is an invitation to evolve, to expand, and to rise together. The question is not whether this evolution is possible. It is whether we are ready to answer the call. For those with eyes to see and hearts to feel, the answer is already clear. The time is now. The future is ours to create. Join us here at Muse Emerging, where our mission is to help you to access your unique gifts and lift to the pinnacle of your potential. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and share. Leave a comment about your vision for humanity's conscious evolution.